Man, when I was shuffling all these cards and stuff, I kid you not, every single deck that I shuffled, like two cards popped out at a time. Okay, like I can't make this stuff up. Like I literally have two cards from each deck. Like it's crazy. So, with that being said, the number two might mean something to you. Number two usually represents some sort of partnership. Now, you could be going into some sort of business partnership. You could have started dating someone new recently. This usually symbolizes something about working together, okay? Working together as a team. Number two is also about balancing something out, okay? I'm getting a balance here, maybe the justice system, maybe karma, something to do with, balancing something out. Now, for some of you, I'm getting that you need to balance your work life with your social life. Maybe your sleep schedule's messed up. I know mine is. So I really can't judge anybody there. But I do see a lot of twos here, but I also see fours. I'm literally looking at 444 right now. So my phone's going off right when I said that. So 444 could mean something to you. Also number 44 and 4 itself. There's some sort of nostalgia when it comes to maybe certain memories of a place, a person, a situation, an event for some of you. I kind of get like some of you are looking back on happier times and you're kind of, I don't know, you might be getting sad at some times that maybe you've seen and it no longer exists. Stop making decisions based on how everyone else might feel. Start making decisions based on how you feel, what you want to do, okay? Because I kind of get some of you are holding back on something because you're afraid of hurting someone else, or you're afraid of what someone else may think, or you're afraid of these people talking about you. Some of you have just been stressing too much. You have all this built up tension, built up anger for some of you. Sadness is thrown in there as well. I feel like this plethora, mixture of emotions. I feel like some of your past, choices and past experiences kind of dictate your future moves. There's a lot of trauma that may have happened in your past, and maybe it is reflecting in your current relationships today. I kind of get, this ending, whatever this was, it kind of threw you off your rocker for a little bit, right? It kind of threw you off of your track. You kind of went off track when it comes to something. You had these goals and these plans set in your mind of something that you wanted to do, and something has happened to kind of throw you off course. For some of you, this is a divorce, a breakup, a friend's separation, maybe a job separation for some of you. Some of you might be moving. As a result of that, I kind of feel like you lost some sort of creativity, some sort of creative endeavor that maybe you were focused on at the time. But I kind of get like this self-criticism as well, maybe criticism from other people, but I feel like you are being too hard on yourself. I really feel like this is you. Maybe somebody has said something to you in the past, yeah, but it stuck with you all these years. But also, I feel like it's you. You're overthinking something and you're trying to dictate some sort of move when it comes to a situation, and you're kind of fixated on some sort of outcome or the way that something should have gone or the way that something should go. But you're so focused on that and you're holding on to this energy too tightly that it's kind of killing your creative vibe. I feel like when you learn to release whatever this is, release the need to control situations, I feel like it's going to flow more naturally and you're going to be happier because like this feather here has so many different freaking colors on it, dude. Like seriously, this is your creativity. This is the world of color. I feel like for a lot of you, your world has turned to gray or black and white because of something. Something has drained your creativity. Something has drained color from your world. But I feel like you getting back out into nature, you reconnecting with the things that you love, return to self, return to body, okay? You reconnecting with that is going to give you some sort of victory. I feel like you already have the victory in this situation, okay? Because there's victory again. This is number 40, which breaks down to a 4. That 4 is about creativity. That 4 is about expressing yourself. That 4 is about returning to yourself, okay? We have 4 seasons. Something has completed. Something has come full circle. And now it's time for you to step out and do something new. Try a different approach when it comes to your creativity. I don't know why. Tattoos. I don't know why I got tattoos just now. There's something to do with tattooing for some of you. Maybe you work in a tattoo shop. Maybe you've recently gotten a tattoo. Maybe you're contemplating getting a tattoo. Okay, something to do with some sort of art here. But I feel as though whatever this is, that has thrown you off course. You're focusing more on that rather than what you should be focusing on, the future, moving on, moving forward, stepping away from whatever this was that potentially hurt you and going out and finding something new. I really get that, y'all. For some of you, this was a relationship, a relationship that ended. And now it's like you're needing, you're being asked to be strong to move forward from that. Because I feel like for some of you, you pictured your end all be all with this individual, and that just did not quite pan out the way that you thought it was. And now you're sitting up here like, oh my God, but what am I going to do? Like, I just completely lost my soul. I lost my soulmate. I lost my creativity, my enthusiasm for life. Look, y'all, I've been there, y'all. I've been there. And I had to peel myself up so many times and just keep going, because what other option do I have? Some of y'all are just so used to being used by people that now, and some of you may have found a real one, and now you're sitting there going, well, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this, because, like, what am I supposed to do with this? I've never had this in my life. I can relate, guys. I truly can. This says, Dear Lord, today I admit that stress makes me believe that everything has to happen right now. But I tap into my faith that reassures me that everything works for me in God's timing. May my belief, my faith, and trust bring me peace and strength. Oh my God. Cannot make this up, y'all. Peace and strength. Okay. What I said, some of y'all are stressing. There could be a lot of things that seem to be testing you at this time. And look, guys, this life is all about tests, but it's also about faith. You are exactly where you're meant to be in this very moment. Believe it or not, you're going to have some sort of victory in this timeline that you're currently on. Yeah, y'all been stressing too much when it comes to something. There's been some challenges. Yeah, okay, yeah. See these cactuses. Yeah, times have been challenging right now. I accept love and release my pain. Oof, okay. Yeah, like slipping and scraping your knee, splintering your hand on a tree, facing your trauma within, or parting ways with your boo. Sometimes the irritation and despair you feel only means healing is on the way. Okay, earlier I was getting something about a wound. And you know how when you hurt yourself or you cut yourself, you have this deep wound, right? And I don't know why I'm getting the arm. Some of you might have been injured in your arm, your ankle, your foot, even for some of you. But I get like this deep cut. And when you go to clean this cut, it hurts, right? It hurts. But that cleaning is necessary. If you let the dirt build up in this wound, the chances of it becoming infected is pretty high. I feel like some of you have been letting things fester when it comes to a situation. Some of you may have been letting this anger or this despair or this sadness, something has been festering. And I feel like you haven't truly dealt with it. A lot of you have wounds on your heart that have been festering. And it's causing friction in your current relationships. And for some of you, this has to do with a past love. And for some of you, this has to do with a new love. But I feel like these issues are coming to surface for a reason. Some sort of cycle is begging to be completed. But I feel like some of you are hanging on to a part of that cycle. Maybe you don't necessarily miss that person. You miss a feeling. You miss how they made you feel. Or maybe you miss a memory. Maybe you're hanging on to a memory. And as a result, you could be comparing your current circumstances to a past situation. I see this Band-Aid here. You can't just cover up stuff with Band-Aids, guys. You can't. I was just having a conversation earlier about this. A guy was talking to me and he said, I went to the doctor about all these issues and they just want to push pills on me. Okay. They want to cover up the symptoms and not get to the root of the problem. They don't want to cure me. They just want to dope me up on medication. Yeah, well, that's pretty common nowadays. But the fact of the matter is, when you can actually treat the problem itself and get down to the root of it, the nitty gritty, the ugly, okay, that's when you begin to heal. When you can face these ugly situations that have gone on in your lives. You might feel broken. You might feel like, oh, well, my life is in shambles. My life is shattered. But what you don't realize is all of these broken pieces are coming together to create one of the most beautiful and amazing masterpieces of all time. It is with your faith and your strength and your perseverance to carry on. That's what matters. That is what is currently creating this masterpiece. Sure, there were so many times I felt like giving up. And in fact, when these blessings fell into my lap, that day that they did, I was at a breaking point. I was at the lowest of the lowest. And these blessings came in right on time. Because divine timing, you can't make that stuff up. It's real. And it's right on time. It's never late. And I know a lot of you are sitting up here like, well, when is it my turn? Why am I going through this? And I've asked myself this so many times. And I can honestly say, I've gone through all of this so I can better appreciate what's real and what's right in front of me, so that I can accept the love that's right in front of me and release the pain that I've been holding on to for so long. The pain I once identified with. For some of you, and my condolences if this is your case, but for some of you, a death of someone that you were really close to has caused you, so much pain that it's like I'm getting like you don't write anymore. You don't, I don't know why I got writing, but it's like you don't create anymore. Like, it's like, I see what was once colorful, turned into gray. I get like this, like, I don't know why, y'all. I get like this depression. Some of you might be struggling with depression at this time. You might be in this state of confusion when it comes to something. It's almost like these hardships have come along and it's testing you, but it's kind of, it's making you question some sort of commitment when it comes to something, because I do see like something about a commitment here. There's something maybe you promised yourself, but now it's like you're not so sure. Some situations in life can summon immense amounts of fear. Fear can be a scary bitch, even more terrifying than the ass of a dead rhino. Fortunately, from fear's perspective, you're also the scariest mofo in the galaxy. Why? Because you have the power to create new life through voice. Writing, oh my God, writing, visual expression, physical babies, and pure energetic inspiration. Your creations will reap positive influence and help demolish fear long after your body pieces out. Whenever you feel scared, start grooving and shake out some creative babies. The fear gremlins will run for their lives. Long live the creative. Okay, I freaking love this, y'all. It's funny, it says writing, and I was just talking about writing. Everything works in divine timing. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the uglier. Yes, it does. I love you all, and I'm praying nothing but success, abundance, joy, and happiness over each and every single one of you right now. I will catch you in later videos. Until then, peace, love, and blessings to you all.